Maggie to the rescue!
Hey everybody, Maggie's here with a box of cute Bisque Penny Dolls that we're going to do a fun hack on as we get them back into shape. Thank you, Maggie. You can have a seat. So this is an adorable silver-haired flapper, and I'd like to make her eyes pop more. She needs to be restrung, and this crocheted outfit is wonderful but not really flapper-like, so I'm just going to save it and use it on a small jointed bisque doll at some point. Love that hat. Next is a tiny penny doll that most likely came in a set of penny dolls like her. She's got her book. She's looking pretty faded. All of these dolls were made in Japan in the early 20th century, probably around the 1920s. She needs a lot of repainting. She's only 2.5 inches tall. This doll, you can tell she was super cute at one time. So she looks like a Grace Drayton Campbell's kid. She definitely needs help getting back to that cuteness. She has some bumps in her skin. I may try filing them down. She's jointed in the arms and legs, so she'll need a full restringing. Next is a little bathing beauty. She's in her 1920s swimsuit. I want to repaint her eyes. I just think they could be cuter. She has some stains from her original paint. Not sure if I can remove that, but I'll try. Here's a little clown or pirouette. She needs a lot of repainting, but she's still so cute. I'm definitely going to be using my hack on her. Oh my gosh, so pitiful. I definitely have to help her out. Her arms are wire jointed. And here's her big sister. I'm definitely going to paint her, or actually stain her hair. Okay, you can see the nail polish, so I'll get set up and I'll show you what I do. So lots of penny dolls have molded bows, shoes, and other areas with thicker, shinier paint, and those are the areas I'm going to use the nail enamel. Hers is her headband. I don't have that color, so I might mix these. So nail polish comes in so many great colors, and this brand was just like $2 each. You might even find them for $1. Don't you love this molded bow? I'll use orange on her. I'll paint her eyes with acrylic, though oil paint is actually better if you want it to be permanent. And with a fine brush. And for the silver hair doll, I want to file down her toes a little bit and give her silver slippers. First, I'm removing their old stringing with my little stork scissors. And now I'm just wiping them down to prep for painting. Okay, Clown Girl is first. So I'm putting the polish on a palette because sometimes I'm going to be using a paintbrush, not just the brush that comes with it. And also, if I want to do any mixing, I can. And I'm pouring polish remover in here so I can wash my brush just like I would if I was using Gamsol to wash out oil paint. This is acetone free, but it still stinks. So by the way, do this whole project in a very well ventilated room with all windows open if possible. So all penny dolls were sort of crudely made and hand painted pretty sloppily, so the good news is precision is not necessary if you want to stay close to the original. So the more slightly transparent the polish, the better. I really want to see the ridges and details in the molded areas. I cleaned my brush and now I'm just going to use the remover to clean up the edges. And now I'm going to paint her shoes. The nail polish brush is fine for this. This little one needs enamel in several places, like her hat, book collar, and pink frill. Of course, keep in mind that when you're repainting any antique item, you're taking it out of its original status. Some penny dolls are just so bare and pitiful to me, it's worth it for me to give them some color again. But sometimes I just keep them all original. And now the finishing touch of little red slippers. Okay, so I've painted, strung, sanded, and clothed each one of them now. So like my mod doll video, I'm gonna line them all up and reveal each one and talk about what I did to polish each one up. So I have to say they're all cute, but I think some were more successful than others. Let's look at the Campbell's Kid looking girl before. And here she is after. I love her, but I overpainted her eyes. I just got so into it. So I used a battery-operated nail file to file down her flaw. And I was really happy that my color mixing was a good match. And I used it to touch up her legs as well. So she has chips around her legs, and I'm just camouflaging it here, but you can use Millie Put or even glue and cornstarch to patch those areas. And I combined red and orange to get her shoe color. I experimented with different eye paint and eyebrows. And her outfit is an old mommy made outfit. I didn't have anything checked, so I thought polka dots would be cute. And I added her red ribbon. Next we have the silver-haired flapper before. And here she is after. As you can see, I gave her some flapper beaded fringe. First I sanded her toes to give her silver slippers. I really like how the silver polish turned out. It was my favorite polish to use. And I brightened up the inside of her eyes with a touch of off-white, and I brightened up her bow lips. I restrung her arms, so now they're posable, which I think makes any doll extra cute. And for her outfit, I cut the beaded trim and glued it down in 2 rows to a piece of pink satin ribbon. A little strand of beads fell off, which inspired me to give her a hat and glue it on. And I just safety pinned it in back. You may know my sewing skills aren't great, so I love anything I don't have to sew. Love the silver slippers. It's much more fancy than barefoot. Now let's look at the sisters before. And here they are after. I had to dress them alike. Her face was such a challenge, especially the shape of her mouth, so I just kind of repainted the shape. I painted their hair with ochre, with yellow ochre, and the little one got restrung with wire. I can't ever get wire joints to be tight, but maybe if they're tight, they would chip the bisque. And Big Sister got restrung with cord, and she poses great. I just used some dollar store trim for their skirts. Again, my no-sew techniques at work. And safety pinned them in back. I love the color, and I thought the satiny quality added a little specialness. And now Clown Girl before. And here she is after. I think my favorite part is the sort of watercolor looking stain of her suit. So the way I stain the doll's hair is I paint yellow ochre on them, then I wipe it off. Kind of like an antiquing method. I'm letting the paint settle in the grooves, but taking a lot of it off. And now the little swimmer before. And here she is after. Isn't she cute? Her new arm string is great, and I repainted her eyes and her lips, and I brightened up her hair. And she got nail enamel on her bow. I was able to remove the little red stain on her cheek. She was a simple one, but I think she turned out great. And last but not least, our little reader before. And here she is after. All of the nail polish turned out great on her, and it was hard to use such a small brush, but I do think her face turned out well. So here they all are before. And here they are after. Again, if you like your penny dolls as is, no problem. But if you want to add a little color and pizzazz with a little nail enamel and paint, you can transform them. Please like and subscribe for more rescues and show and tells. Thanks everybody. Bye.
Like and subscribe. Thank you.